This episode is brought to you by Zazzle.com. Millions of creators, buyers, and sellers, billions of products. Use our code EVERYDRINK10, save 10% off orders of $50 or more. Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer. Today we're going to create yet another cool tiki recipe. And this one is using, I guess this would be a tiki glass. It's made in China. And it's my brother. We match. So you're not going to see the glass because
it's going to blend in.
It's going to blend in. So if you stare at it long enough, it disappears. We're going to use gin again. So we've got gin. We've got our New Amsterdam gin again because it's tasty. It's a little bit sweet. I'm using Maker's Mark bourbon, a little bit sweet. This recipe is called the Suffering Bastard, and this is a recipe, I'm pretty sure I don't need this here. This is a recipe, what?
Oops.
Who knew? This is a recipe that I see on Polynesian restaurants, like on the menu, all the time. And there's certain recipes there, and since I've started doing cocktails, I've gotten more into doing this blind pick a name, because it's Suffering Bastard tells you nothing about the drink, right? So you're looking at this thing, you're like, Suffering Bastard, Fog this, Captain that, all these...
Headhunter.
Headhunter. I didn't get to do the Headhunter because I haven't found the recipe that matches. So I want to do it again. I'm going to see if I can find a better one for next week. Or maybe ask the bartender down there.
Yeah.
If there's beer in it.
They do a pretty good one.
Because the other one, yeah, it's got beer and papaya juice. I didn't have it. I looked for some papaya juice.
I like it has beer.
I don't know what's going on.
At that restaurant anyway.
Yeah, I got to figure out. If you know a good... Headhunter recipe, like write it in a comment someplace. But the Suffering Bastard is one of those that I first started going, you know what? I'm just going to order it. I don't even know what's in it. And in the end, I still never knew it was in it. So here it is. I'm showing you how to make the Suffering Bastard. And what's in it is gin, bourbon, lime juice, ginger ale. That's it. Now, is it the same one that's at your restaurant? I don't know. But the best I could do is give you some clue, maybe cue you in on some ingredients, and when you have one at the restaurant, you can look for the bourbon, look for the ginger ale, see if it matches the profile.
Kind of like different Chinese restaurants have different fried rice.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's the same as a different recipe. I think, honestly, that there's this underground American Chinese food restaurant circle that makes all the recipes for these drinks because they all have the same ones. It's going to be like, you must be able to go to a store and buy them or something. I don't know. It's a secret. It's like karate or something.
Yo, ninjas.
Like slight ninjas. We're going to shake. We're going to strain. A lot of water just poured on the floor. And we're going to taste. So let's do that. The color you're going to get is going to be what you see in here.
That's what we do.
That's what we do here. I'm also going to do this last because of obvious reasons. See, a half ounce. That's about what's here. Boom. Done. All right. So we're going to... I guess I could just reuse that one, huh? Recycle, wow. Reuse, recycle. Redundant. I don't know what the other word is. We're going to use...
Reduce.
Reduce, that's it. We're going to use a half an ounce of bourbon. And I don't know if I ever finished my thought, but I'm using Maker's Mark combined with New Amsterdam to give it a little more slightly sweet appeal to those people that are might be like me, that like the tastiness of a spirit that's just a little more sweet than potent. Good balance. Maybe almost not a good balance. It's because it's a little balance on the sweet side.
It's not going to be that sweet.
No, but it's going to have, because it's got lime in there and everything, but it's going to have more than if I use some other spirits like Knob Creek and Beefeater, for instance.
I don't recommend using that ever.
I know you're not a huge fan of the Beefeater. And not a huge fan of the Tanqueray. At least the standard Tanqueray.
I would take Tanqueray over Beefeater.
You take who? Bacardi?
Tanqueray.
Tanqueray?
Over Beefeater.
I don't know why I thought Bacardi.
I don't either. They don't even do gin.
No, but that's why I just went with it. All right, so what I'm going to do, just to get a good mix, is I'm going to roll it once. Just so the ginger ale mixes in nice. This is just a last minute call. So if you didn't see it, whoa, I almost made a huge mess. Let's do this one more time so you can see. Very similar to a lot of tiki recipes I've seen. They all kind of be like that lime color. Yeah, like weird pale lime, lemon. They look sour regardless. They look dangerous. They don't have a lot of bright colors to them in certain cases. And I think it's because they like to be in these really intricate glasses. Now, I'm making all this up. I didn't read any wikis or any actual information. I'm just saying.
You saw it on TV.
I never saw it on TV or on the History Channel, but I wish I did. I use a blue straw just because it's like whoosh, blue today. So there you go, and it's already getting nice and chill because it's like a porcelain glass here. Ooh, the bourbon is striking. Comes right through. The gin near the tail end. Almost when you start to get that little lime sourness, that's when some of the juniper notes, some of the citrus from the New Amsterdam starts to kick in. The bourbon, as you're breathing, you're getting a little bit of like oaky, I don't know, like mouthwash almost. I don't know if you really want to do that. The ginger ale is very well hidden. I use ginger ale too. You might be able to taste it. It might depend. If you take not too many sips. If you keep taking sips, you're probably going to discover different ingredients as your palate starts to get the bourbon and go, yeah, there's bourbon in there. What else? So it's kind of creative in that way. You can kind of peel back the layers of the onion, if you will, to figure out what's actually in the Suffering Bastard. Presentation-wise, I think it's just kind of, color is just okay. It looks pretty much like any of my lemon juice. Like, this is a lemon juice. It looked like that, so whatever. There you go, the Suffering Bastard. Good drink. Acidic, got a little sourness, got a little bourbonness. Very tasty, especially if you're a big fan of bourbon. I'm your host, Eric Schomer. There's EverydayDrinkers.tv. Here's my tiki glass. See you tomorrow for yet another tiki recipe. Or teach you how to drink.